This video brought to you by Prehistoric Scenes at prehistoricscenes.net. Hello everyone, John here. I'm going to call this video the State of the Scenes address. Yeah, I know that's kind of wonky, but just work with me. So, in this video I'm going to talk about how things got started, how they've been going, where they're at right now, and where things are going. So a lot to go over. And I'm going to refer to my clipboard here. So how this all started. As a kid, I loved the Prehistoric Scenes kits. My first one was the flying reptile Pteranodon, and I was just fascinated with that kit, and the box art was so compelling. And later I got some more of the kits. Unfortunately, I didn't get all of them. I wanted to, but just didn't work out. And a few years ago I decided, I'm gonna get those kits, because I'd recently gotten back into model building and I really love those kits. But this time I was going to get all of them. And I did. In fact, I got probably about 3 of each or more. As I was doing that, I was getting these on eBay, and wow, they are expensive. I was really kind of like, man, I know what I'm paying for these, and other people are having to pay for them. So it really I was a bit dismayed about that. But it also occurred to me that with today's technology, with 3D scanning, 3D printing, that you could 3D scan the original kits and then 3D print them and print on demand and make those kits available at, rather than hundreds of dollars for these kits. You could get it down to 20, 30, maybe 50 for the larger ones. Or something like that. So it really, I felt bad for people having to buy these kits at hundreds of dollars or just be completely priced out. Just didn't seem right to me. So I decided that I was going to get these kits, 3D scan them, 3D print them, and make them available. And that's what I've been doing. So this became a business adventure, if you will. And when you get into a business, you have to invest. And I've invested between buying kits, legal fees to handle trademark stuff and get that squared away, and pre-production costs, development costs. I have probably by this time spent about $20,000. So I am all in at this point. So, that's kind of how that started off. In doing this, my approach has been, I don't want to just do repops of the kits. I think of it kind of like the way that, when people go to remake a movie, you don't want to just remake the movie shot for shot. If people wanted to see the old stuff, they just go see the old movie. You have to bring something new to the table. You have to bring something exciting and interesting. And so that's what I want to do with these kits. Some improvements I'm going to make are reduction or elimination of seam lines and mold lines, because I don't know of any model builder that just loves puttying and sanding. I certainly don't. And I don't want to inflict that on other people if I can at all avoid it. But I want to do that, and I want to offer multiple scales. Because while I love the 1/13 scale, they're nice and big, and that Tyrannosaurus Rex, that's a big 18-inch kit. Okay, great, but some of us, we don't have most ample of shelf spaces. So it occurred to me that maybe if you're going to do 3D scanning and 3D sculpting, then rescaling is really easy. So one of the things I'm looking at is rescaling these kits. Like with some of the figure kits, you could get them 1/8 scale or 1/13 or 1/24, 1/35, which is a common scale for prehistoric kits, or even 1/56, like little war game size. And maybe you'd want to use that in like a book nook diorama or something. So to be able to offer these in different sizes is something that I've really been interested in. So where things have been at lately, I just moved. Okay, I moved from one side of town to the other. In the previous place, I had a garage that I was going to use for production facility. This place that I moved into didn't come with a garage, but good news is I have secured a space for that production facility. So that's I will have that soon, and that will be immensely helpful. All right. As far as the kit development goes, right now I've been working on 2 kits. One has been a Neanderthal man because I'm going to do the entire 17 kits, but again, update them, bring new features to them. And as I go through the Neanderthal man, you'll see what I'm talking about. And a new line of kits to carry on the tradition. So let's talk about the Neanderthal man first. I've gotten that kit 3D scanned. I have worked with a digital sculptor to work on the parts, the connections. The most of the seam lines and mold lines have been removed. The only seam line that's left will be the shoulder seam for those movable arms. And I've gotten a test shot here. Let me show this to you. So I got this guy here. Still working out some stuff on the arm connection, but we've got at least a test shot. I'm going to be looking at a different resin. This one's a little bit brittle, and I don't want a situation where you get your kit and drop it on the floor and the hands on the Neanderthal man, the fingers fly off. Who wants that? I certainly don't. So I'm working with a different resin now. I'm waiting to see how that works out. And I talked about wanting to add new features. So one of the features I wanted to add is a nameplate holder. For me, and probably for you, when you build these kits, you put them on your shelf. It's like you've got your own personal museum in your home. And I mean, that's very much how I look at it. And that's the experience I want people to have. So they build these kits and they've got their own personal museum piece. And one of the things that lends to that are nameplates. I love nameplates. Love bases, love nameplates. But when you got the original kits, they just laid flat on the shelf. Okay, unless you like leaned it up against the model or something. That's not fun. So I designed this guy. This is a nameplate holder. There you go. And it's a good angle that whether it's way down low or if you've got it a little higher, you can still read it. It's very easy to read. So one of the new features, nameplate holder. Another new feature, because one of the things I wanted to do was make the Neanderthal man kit in such a way that it would reflect the box art because that box art is so compelling. And so I don't have it yet. I'll see if I can show a picture of it. New set of legs. This kit will come with 3 sets of legs. And one of them is going to be with his legs right underneath him, his knees bent, and holding, so he can hold that rock just like the box art. Going along with that, I'm also creating a new base. So this base will be like that cliff wall that's in the box art. It'll be 2 pieces. It'll have the cliff wall and a base piece that will look like the original box art. And it'll have little foliage that goes into it. So really looking forward to that. That's almost done. The base is almost done. We're working out a few details. The other new thing that I'm bringing is a backdrop. Because, again, so you can make something that looks like the box art. It'll come with a backdrop. I had, when I was having the box art retouched, I also had them make this skyline here, or this sunset backdrop. So this is directly from the original box art. So that's the new features for the Neanderthal man kit. Again, I really think if we're going to repop these kits, let's bring something to the table. The second kit that I've had in the works is the Austroraptor. I've been working with a 3D sculptor by the name of Johanna Koberska out of Poland, whose work I'm just in awe of. And she's been great to work with. She's done some fantastic things, and I've asked a lot, and she's delivered. So it will also have a backdrop. It'll have a base. It'll have a nameplate, which, by the way, with the nameplates, only take a minute and talk about improvement I've made on the nameplates. So with the nameplates, they came like this, all one piece. So the new nameplates are going to be 2 pieces. They're going to be the border, and they're going to be the backdrop with the text, so that you could paint the border in such a way and then attach it, so you're not getting background paint on the border or border paint on the background. So that'll make it a lot cleaner. It'll come with a nameplate. Will come with a base. In fact, the base is going to have a main piece and then 2 optional pieces. One piece will just be the water, because these are going to be the Austroraptors hunting for fish in the water. And then the other is going to be made in such a way that you can, it'll be just the bank going down rather than the water. And you can mask it off, tape it off, and then pour in clear 3D resin, or clear resin, for a water effect. And there'll be little fish that you can put in it and reeds that come out of it. So again, want to have features for you. And this has been sculpted in such a way that, you know, you won't have any seam lines, and certainly not any mold lines. Because, again, who likes those things? I don't. All right. Potential kits in the future. I've talked to Johanna about doing a cave lion, or maybe Archaeopteryx. We've also, and I've been working with Kayaksaurus in conjunction with Johanna for Anurognathus, which is, you know, it's like if you crossed a frog with a bat. That's what it kind of looks like. It's a cute little guy, and it's going to be life size. I'll see if I can show some pictures of it, but it's about yay big, and it'll be life size because one of the things I want to do are some life size kits, and there are a few very small animals like trilobite. I'd love to do that, but life sized, which I think would be awesome to do. So there's that, and I just reached out to Johanna about doing potentially, we'll see what happens, potentially Neanderthalwoman, and just reached out to her. So that's still very much new development. But it struck me as we got a Cro-Magnon man, we got a Cro-Magnon woman with the prehistoric scenes kits, we got a Neanderthal man, but no Neanderthal woman. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. In other news, I've been talking with some different vendors of previously produced spin-off kits or garage kits. Still working on that. So, but I'm hoping to have some of those to offer as well. So, with all these kits, I still have to work on instruction sets. I've got to work on packaging, and so there's still a lot of work to do. And I expect if this project goes the way I think it's going to go, I'm going to be busy for the next 10 years easily. And I'm really looking forward to that because I really like logistics. And it's just fun for me. It's not a lot of fun for a lot of people, but it's fun for me. Anyway, I'm moving forward. I've got some stuff to do with the manufacturing process. I've been working with some good vendors on getting 3D printing stuff and 3D scanning stuff, but that's good for starting out. But to scale up, I'm going to have to look at some other alternatives because that stuff, at least initially, is really expensive. So I'm looking for ways to make that more viable. So I've got that. I've got the shop set up. Of course, I've got web presence and a new website to build. Probably the website will be an ever-evolving thing, I think. So anyway, that was a lot. So thank you for sticking with me this far. I will keep everybody posted, and I hopefully will have some more updates soon. I'm going to be ordering some more test shots, and I'll be happy to share those with you when I get them. So thanks for joining me. Take care and stay tuned. More adventure to come.